Hey guys, it's Mitch, or the Comment C if you're in Warframe. And I got a little question for you guys. In Warframe, whatever happened to playing for fun? I know this sounds kind of a silly question. People are going to say, like, oh, the game's fun to play. But I'm noticing a big influx in players lately doing stuff like the Speed Prime, Molecular Prime with Nova, where it's like, yeah, we can just get through 5 waves as quick as possible, get our reward. And I've noticed this. People are playing purely for the rewards nowadays. They're not, going super deep into defense because they're like, oh, this is fun. Screw you guys, or doing all these crazy off of the side missions and the more unique content of the game because they're not going to get like a barrel diffusion out of it, or they're not going to get a forma out of it right away. But there's really a lot of fun content in Warframe, but people just forget about, like, when's the last time anyone's run a derelict mission for like the vaults or something, or actually sat down and, rolled something that wasn't meant to just, get through a dark sector after 10 waves. Honestly. And I'm just noticing there's this kind of stigma to the game where if you're not getting a reward, if you're not getting a really good reward for this, why am I running it? I mean, I noticed this especially with Interception. I love Interception. I love the game type. It's a lot of fun, and once the levels start ramping up, it becomes a real challenge. I love that. But I'm noticing that a lot of people, Interception was empty until they put the Tier 4 keys into the game, which suddenly now everyone's playing Interception. And thankfully, the keys are rare enough where I actually can get my fix of fighting level 100 enemies every now and then in Interception, which is good. But I noticed that nobody would, before that, nobody would go in Interception. Nobody would stay along, or Natural Talent would pop off and gone, which if you don't have it, obviously I understand. But even if they did have it, they'd just be stockpiling extra copies of it. And it just kind of kills me, because it's one of those things where, like, granted, I have every mod in the game except for 2 stances. I mean, I just need to get my Flailing Branch and my Gnashing Tiara, and I've got everything. But I really don't get why people just don't want to play things because they're fun, Like, I mean, it's funny, like, it's almost to the point where everyone complains about grinding in this game, and I kind of have to look at them and go, I mean, I get it, there is a degree of burnout if you've been doing nothing but farming for a certain item and it doesn't happen, like, Tranquil Cleave or Whirlwind, for example. Those 2 mods are really hard to get. But I don't know what it is with it. There's this nobody will sit down and play something really fun because it's fun. They only want to play it if they're going to walk out of there with the shiniest of shinies that ever shined the shiny planet of shinies. Esquire. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really know how to solve this problem, obviously. I'm not a game developer. I'm a gamer, not a game developer. I am the customer. I am, the one playing the game. But, I mean, the only thing I can think of is, they add rewards to this kind of stuff. Like, that's how they fixed Interception. They got people playing Interception because it's like, oh, you get Tier 4 keys, which lead to Captain Boar, which lead to, Toxic Barrage and those kind of mods and all the parts for Loki Prime. Cool. But it shouldn't have to take a reward table to encourage people to try fun new content. Like, I'm getting a little concerned. We're getting the Hive Sabotage game type when the new tile set drops, which is probably going to be, it's going to be with Update 14, probably week after next. And, I'm thinking to myself, like, it's a really cool game type. But if you've already cleared the tiles on Eris, what's going to be the motivation to go back and play the game types, more than, 1 or 2 times? I mean, at the end of the day, like, unless they put a unique drop table to it, no one's going to want to touch it. And it's a real shame because it's a fun twist on the regular gameplay. But like I said before, there's this mentality, this stigma to everything in Warframe where if you're not getting a reward, people aren't going to run it. Or if, in the case of newer players, if it's not going to get them further in the star chart, they're not going to do it. So, I don't know, that's my spiel on that. Let me know what you guys think down below. I know I'm ranting a little bit, but this is one of these things I've been thinking about in the last few weeks with all the Novas jumping into my game just to speed along through 5 waves and leave in the dark sectors. So, I don't know, I felt like it was time to get this off my chest, get this out there, and just see what you guys think. So, this is Mitch from the Department of Bad Ideas, signing off. Catch you guys later. One last thing. Honestly, when the hell was the last time you guys played Hijack? Just saying.